Welcome back, another Drinks with Drake. I'm here with my main man Tim and Ashley. Thanks for coming on, guys. I really appreciate it. Supposed to thanks.
Well, thanks for having us, Drake.
God damn it.
No, we're running this. It's going now. All right. I got a Modelo. Ashley's got a Modelo.
Yes.
And Tim's got a Corona. All in part because I leave for Mexico today, so I'm very excited. I thought we'd have some Hispanic beers.
Yeah?
We got a lot to talk about today.
I don't have any limes, though.
Oh.
This is, it's not okay.
It's fine.
Not okay.
I don't use limes anyways.
I've actually never had a Modelo. I heard it's a better Corona.
Really is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Okay. So, big news this past weekend. It was my first track day, but it was like basically our first squad track day at ZZP. Mm-hmm. We had a squad out there, so I was pretty excited. A lot of emotions out on the drag strip. So go ahead and tell me a little bit what you guys thought of your first time out at the track.
Yeah, we had, first we brought 6 cars. We brought both of our Teslas. Those didn't really work out that well. It was too cold. Batteries don't work very well when they're cold. And they didn't have the 220 hooked up, so we couldn't like peak charge the batteries, so we skipped those. And then we had Ashley's Sonic.
Boom.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us about that.
Well, the Sonic is fun. The Sonic has a new turbo this year, so there was a lot of getting used to the new turbo, the new setup. I was full weight, ready to run. My launches, the 60-foot, weren't the greatest. However, the car is running phenomenally. I'm really, really excited to see how our next day goes. Didn't really have it turned up, as far as we could. We wanted to see how well it would run, see what it would handle. The last time I was out there, I did break an axle. Yeah.
Some serious power.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you were deep in the 14s with like a 2.3 or 2.4 60 foot.
Yeah,
so.
low 14s. And the track was cold. It was windy.
Oh,
it wasn't
so windy and
necessarily the best track day, but we went out there and we gave it, what we had. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a decent amount of sun, 60 degrees. Next car we have our customer Alan Mayo's Camaro, 4-cylinder Camaro.
Bad boy car.
Yup. We broke 3 axles last year. We broke the original axle of I think maybe another original axle, a V8 axle, and now we have like a badass upgraded axle, and that's in there. So Matt gets to the line. He's power braking the car. He's gonna launch. Because Matt and I have this the LTG and the ATSV kind of have this inner rivalry because we both want to run 9s. And we're both really close. Mm-hmm. He ran a 1035 and I ran a 1034. So I mean we're super close.
Yeah, neck and neck.
Yeah, so he gets to the line, he's power braking the crap out of it, snap, and we assume it's an axle, right? It's how I don't know how much better of an axle we can put in this car. We have this badass one in there. Steve climbs under the car and he takes a picture of it to basically show us wadded the drive shaft up.
Yeah, that looked pretty nasty. I got to see the picture of it.
Yeah, just pretzeled the entire drive shaft.
It's a full twist.
So
it looks like artwork.
Who texts
so twisted.
Who texts Alan Mayo once this happens? Who's the guy that's like, hey,
not
man,
it?
Not it? Is this is going to be him knowing that this happened on this podcast?
No.
I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he knows.
Yeah.
But we wadded that drive shaft up. It's done. So I mean, what's cool about that though is not every day is a good track day.
So would you consider that a decent track day? Because first one out?
When you break something like that just gives you one more part to make.
Yeah.
So we'll make a better one. And then I didn't really have the greatest either. Last year I had clutch issues. It was slipping. That's why I ran that 10.3. That's all the clutch had in it. I have a new clutch in the car now. So that seems to be holding. But the track was a little slippery for me, and I could launch it at a lower RPM and probably not spin, but that's not going to set a record. So basically, I just went up every single time and just kept launching the same way because maybe to hook, no, it never hooked.
What's the difference between the two lanes? Because people were saying one lane's better than the other.
It's kind of general consensus is the right lane is a little better than the left lane. But it's not like that every week. That the tracks do have that though.
Yeah.
But with the clutch, this is a ZZP engineered clutch because I did some searching. There's all kinds of twin disc fancy billet pressure plates available for like the ZL1 and the ATS-V, but they're $1,500 to $2,000 plus dollars. So I've sourced a experimental clutch that we'll see if I can hit 9s on it. If I can get 9s on it, then we'll offer it to our customers.
I think that'd be a big purchase for them.
Yup. So yeah, and then so we had the 2 Teslas didn't run because it was just too cold. The Sonic,
Yep.
You're just getting shakedown passes in that car anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your first year of drag racing.
Yeah, this is like a
manual
first
training.
full year. Yeah, definitely first full year. Another thing that I didn't mention was that we're definitely going to do something with a short throw shifter. That shifting in that car is already a little funky. A short throw shifter is definitely going to help dramatically.
I think you did a good job though
Yeah.
for your first time out this year.
Oh,
Yeah,
I had a blast. I
Yeah.
wasn't even worried about breaking numbers. I was out there, I was getting a feel for the car, getting a feel for the track. And I felt happy with the progress. I had a lot of fun.
Did you have any in-car? You didn't have any in-car videos?
I got yours when you were done, and
Okay.
I was so excited every time I got to the line. I never hit record.
I literally tell
no.
you guys, I put the GoPros in the car. I literally tell everybody 5 times. You were going up to wait in line to go there, and I had Kyla text you to make sure you press button, and she showed me the text and you were like, I already forgot, thanks.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, having a GoPro in the car is definitely something you gotta get used to.
Yeah.
But I heard you out there. You were banging the hell out of the gears. So.
Yeah, we've got a really good video actually. I was up against Challenger, and he actually stopped me at the end of the track, and he said, "Wow," he goes, "That's one hell of a little car," and I was easily a full second and a half ahead of him, and like I said, my launch wasn't the greatest, but he left before I did. I let him leave, took off, and I caught him at the end of
That's
the
sick.
strip. Yeah.
And one thing I do want to stress again is Ashley's car, my car, Alan Mayo's car. Alan Mayo's car is a customer car. I mean, these cars have parts that ZZP sells.
Yeah. All of them.
So
Yeah. There's nothing out there that we went and got that's a secret and like, oh, you can't have it. So everything that Tim is doing, you can do.
everything
Literally
she's doing,
everything.
you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you bring your car here and we'll sell you parts and you can run
Tune
the
it.
times.
Yeah.
I noticed like the Sonic people talk a lot about times, but they don't
I've
really-
never seen actual proof.
Be about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tell them
like
to
let
be
me
about
see.
it.
And that's the thing is like I'm not trying to be like, oh, you're just a punk. No, like I want a competition. Compete with me.
Yeah,
Give me
I think
something to
competition's
compete
good.
with. Yeah,
You're not
absolutely.
gonna
I
be able
love
to get
it.
better if you don't compete with anybody.
Exactly.
What was the other car we got? We had Steve Hickman
Yeah.
get his new car. That thing is sick. I got to ride down to the track in that thing. Granted, I don't fit very well in it. There's not a ton of room in there, but that thing's badass. That thing is sick.
It's super badass. Yeah, the brand new SS Camaro auto with not even 100 miles on it.
He hit 100, right, when he was
Yeah,
on the
he
track?
probably hit 100 on the Dragster.
That's sweet.
And what was cool too is I think his first or second pass he ran a 12.1, and like the record for stock car is like 11.9.
So he's
and
not
like
that far off.
he spun like a whole bunch. Like he got one like okay pass, but like he said there was more in it. So I mean, when the track conditions are a little better, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it was not the best track day because I mean I wasn't even launching as hard as I was last year, and I was still sideways and spinning.
Yeah.
The wind was really heavy.
I had no idea what to expect. That was my first, I went to some track event last year, but it wasn't like a full-on actual test and tune track day.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nothing like that I was gonna that I thought it was gonna be. So it was cool. I thought that there would be more like I don't know. You know how you see race car movies and it's 5, 4, and then you get a girl that drops something. That's what I thought I was gonna be. Obviously,
Fast
I was
and the
wrong on
Furious
that.
street style.
But I didn't know some of those cars could literally the cars are
Wheelie?
driving on 2 wheels.
Yeah.
Then you got people on motorcycles there going crazy speeds, and then you got these little kids taking up all the freaking track time.
Yeah.
I'm out there freezing my ass off. I got the camera in my hand trying to film, and they literally they should have we were talking earlier. They should have their own day to be able to race. What were those things
Well, they're
Junior Dragster.
Junior Dragsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they take they do an eighth of a mile. So, and most of them running around 12 seconds of an eighth of a mile.
Mhm.
And, it take our cars that were running quarter mile 12 seconds. So think about all that time, and then they need to get in these tiny little seats, and their parents strap them in and make sure they're good to go.
I mean, it's cool. Like, I'm glad,
it's
like,
awesome.
there's a next
I love that they're doing it
generation,
because they're the next generation of racing. But like, test and tunes are on Saturdays. Well, for right now, they're on Saturdays until the weather's nicer, and then we'll have Wednesdays and Fridays, depending on if there's events or not. But like, give them Saturday or Sunday, or vice versa, or like from 10 to 12, it's just junior dragsters. And then from 12 and on, it's the bigger cars.
Right.
Martin is really frustrating when it comes to that. They really promote those junior dragsters, and 5 junior dragsters running will burn up 30 minutes. No problem.
Yeah, I think we sat in line for like 45 minutes, just waiting for a few of them to go down.
They push them up there. They have their tires wrapped. Yeah. They start them at the line with this handheld starter. They're playing with stuff like it's a top fuel dragster. They unwrap the tires. They do their burnout. Like it takes like 30 plus minutes every time those guys go up, and they run them a lot.
How many passes do you think you had this week?
I had like 4. How many did you have?
3.
Is that like standard
3 or
for
4,
a Saturday?
Yeah. Kinda. During, this
Busy.
is what the second weekend they're open.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty typical. That's one I do like. The track up in Stanton, mid Michigan Motorplex. I like that one a little more. You get a little more track time. Their prep is, it can be better, but most of the time it's not quite as good. But what I really like about them is they are very quick with fixing. Like Martin, when a car breaks, they take forever to clean the track. It's like they kind of they punish you for
getting for
breaking.
Accident. Yeah.
But at Mid Michigan, they're really quick, and I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. What about the? We had another car. What am I? I'm blanking. Oh, the Slingshot. The Slingshot went.
Yep, Slingshot.
How do you think Kyle did then?
What times did he run?
I didn't see.
I don't know if I really saw his times, but I know that the last run, I think he said it was sending out more power than he's ever felt.
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
More power than he's ever felt. So
he said that it's that thing is the most dangerous by far ZZP car we have.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, like he said, he has been the most scared on track that he ever has just then. Like, it was enough to where he came back and he was just sitting in there.
holding the steering wheel, staring straight ahead.
And I'm like, are you okay? And he was like, he started talking about his butt pucker moment. But basically, the back of the thing tried to pass the front of the thing. And that was enough to where he's like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. He has a couple events this year, and I'm like, dang, dude, like, I couldn't drive a car like that. And it was freezing. Like, it was probably like 60 degrees, but then you're going that fast in that car.
I would say 60, like, maybe give it 60
when the
sun was out. Yeah, but then that wind came across.
But he, like, drove it to the track, too, like, on the highway from ZZP, and that's a good, like, 40 minute drive. I'm like, dude, you had to have been freezing out there. He's like, yeah, and then he started showing me all the, like, body suits and everything he's got on, so he's pretty good on deck with that, but... Did you guys want to see yourself do anything better this coming? You guys are going this coming weekend, right? Maybe not.
I mean, it's always weather permitting at this point, being April.
I feel like we got pretty lucky though.
We got really lucky,
weeks.
yeah.
But then it just like snowed hard as shit yesterday.
We had a crazy 2-3 inches of snow last night, maybe more.
Dense, like 3 inches of snow.
It's great snowball snow.
Yeah.
So.
For sure, but yeah, I won't be here this weekend. I'm going to Texas to pick up Ashley's new car, which is
let's talk about that.
The Sonic RS.
You're flying or you're driving?
I'm flying there and driving it back.
Where did you find this bad boy?
Found it in Dallas.
So you got to go all the way to Dallas.
Yep. I have a friend that lives in Houston, and he works between Dallas and Austin and Houston, so it works out to my favor and ZZP's favor, because you buy a vehicle from Texas, it's never seen a winter.
Right.
It rarely sees rain.
No rust.
So you get it back, and it's, this 2014 is going to be like a brand new car. So it's the RS premium model, which has a better gauge cluster, way nicer seats, better looking front bumper. And
so it's not
bumper.
the same car as the one you drive right now.
There's some differences. So like the car that I have now is the LTZ, and then this one's the RS.
Sweet.
So it's a step up.
Yep. A little bit heavier, so you run a little, like a tiny bit slower, but you'll look a lot better. So
are you putting everything that is in the Sonic that you have now into that one? And then what's going to happen with that Sonic then?
We don't know, actually. We're actually talking about building a second engine with a different compression ratio just to compare like A/B.
Yeah.
Because with a Sonic, like I'm the one that tunes the Sonics. I'm not running very much timing, like little to no timing. So, speculation is that if you can't run any ignition advance, that maybe the compression's too high. So we're gonna probably build a second engine with a lower compression, and then see how that performs. So we'll just probably build a whole second engine exactly like the LTZ car, slam it in the RS, and then have her, take that out.
How quickly from when we get it will we see that bad boy on the track? I mean, it all depends on, how quickly we can get stuff into it, but quick as possible, you think?
Oh yeah, a couple weeks, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah. I'd say that's like stretching it maybe even at this point.
That's an easy car to work on.
Yeah.
Tiny engine in a, not as tiny car.
Mm-hmm. How far is Texas from Grand Rapids?
About 17 and a half hours.
Are you going to do it in one stretch?
I have quite a few times. I think I'm probably going to make a stop by, New Orleans on the way, which will cut about 4 hours out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Drive to New Orleans, party it up, and then just get up the next morning. And then I think it's only like 14 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
A little more doable.
What color is it?
Black.
Yep.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about me?
Not that color matters because it's going to be ZZP wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I didn't know we were going to wrap this.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Did you have like a design already set in place?
Oh, yeah. Colors, wheels, got it all picked out.
Guess we can
Look
talk
for
about
it at Grid Life because I got approved for a showcase.
Really?
Yeah, so it's going to be showcased at Grid Life.
So this car is not even here yet, and we already got approved for Grid Life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm pretty excited for Grid Life.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my first Grid Life.
You are going to love it because you don't even have to be a car person to go to it.
Yeah, it's like a concert. It's like everything.
It's going to sell out. Like an event at a huge track that will sell out.
You guys are making me nervous because I still have yet to buy my ticket.
Are
What?
you might not be going.
They put their notice out last week that tickets were really low.
You might not be going if you don't buy your ticket now.
Dang. How much those bad boys run?
I don't know.
$85 and a $40 camping pass.
That's not bad.
If you
not too
camp,
bad.
you can drive home, but you just
Camping is the fun
I might
part
as well-
because the
I'm-
music's
I'm
at the
gonna be
end.
in no mindset after how cool the cars are to me drive home. You know what I mean?
Yep,
You're
we're
gonna
there
go
in a
home and buy a new
camper.
car.
You want to do the camping because we're gonna have a camper there
Yeah.
and
The whole ZZP team will be out there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be deep.
yep, coolers, drinks, all that.
Music
So you said you got
Girls.
accepted for a what?
showcase.
So your car is just gonna be like sitting inside like a where
Yeah,
people can like come out
unless
and walk
anybody wants to get rid of a beginner's ticket, then I'd race. But it's sold out as of right now. So if one
Dang,
comes
that's so
available,
fast.
I'm ready.
Yep. That's
And
another thing. All ZZP cars, like Ryan Derrick. I mean, he races the crap out of his Cobalt.
Yeah,
And takes home trophies.
for that. Yeah, I saw one of his trophies
car
on his
shows.
desk.
Mhm.
Will he be doing that too?
I really don't know. Ryan,
You're
are you
racing
doing
in
it?
it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm racing.
Who else is racing?
I believe Tyler and Noah.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then I think Ryan is. I believe he's in the showcase.
He better be in the showcase. That's like our most famous car we
Yeah.
have.
Post
Yeah.
up next to each other.
Yep.
Then you can't let us know any of your secrets for the car?
We don't really have secrets. It's all gonna be the same.
No, any teasers for the colors?
No.
Nope.
No.
No teasers.
See, this is what's hard for me because like I want to be that guy to be able to like give secrets to our customers about like the colors and the wheels. I want to tell everybody about the wheels that Tyler's getting on his Camaro,
Yeah.
but I'm not allowed to. So it's been like killing me. So once those bad boys
Wow.
come in, I heard they're coming in pretty quick, right?
Yeah,
Hopefully the next
he
week or
ordered them
so.
a couple weeks. Yeah. He ordered a couple weeks ago, so it's close.
Such a Tyler car.
Yeah.
Another question. Be honest. How good did I do when I drove stick?
I think you did pretty good.
You don't have to
Especially
lie.
for the vehicles we're sticking you in. I mean, you drove a South Bend Stage 4 Plus clutch car first, which didn't go that well, but
I didn't like
those
that car.
are kind of hard to drive when you know how to drive a stick well.
Yeah.
And then the next car was a 500 wheel horsepower LNF. So
I think I just need to get some more seat time. I always gave you guys shit for coming on the podcast. Remember that,
You
Ashley?
just said it. You just said
Every single
it.
time you guys came on, you're like, yeah. just looking
Don't
forward
tell
to
me
this-
more seat time. Don't
looking
tell
forward
me
to
more
this
seat
season, seat
Yeah.
time. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I guess.
And now
guess
you
that's
get
like a
it.
real thing.
Now you get it.
I never knew why people like driving stick. I was on the podcast. I was like, yeah, it's great. Like, you guys love to drive. And I was like, sweet. And then I got in and started driving. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait till you start no lift shifting. That's a good time.
I don't even know what that means, but what is that?
That basically means that all you do is your gas pedal stays on the floor, and all you do is just kind of touch the clutch and just
Bang gears.
like shift as fast as an auto.
I watched your GoPro footage that I had from this past weekend on the track, and it's unbelievable how bad I am at shifting the car right now. Like, you literally are just slapping that thing around the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Do you
Yeah.
look when you shift? Do you
Oh,
look
yeah.
down at the numbers still?
100%.
Yeah.
Well, kinda. I always forget. My biggest problem I think I have right now is like going from 2, if I'm actually doing like the pull or whatever you guys call it, because I just floored in 2 or whatever, and I'm having trouble figuring out when I push it to 3rd. I can't tell the difference between me throwing it in neutral and me throwing it in 3rd. Like when I throw it, and when I try to throw it in 3rd, it gets stuck in neutral. I think that I'm in 3rd. So I think I just need to feel it out. But I feel like every car is going to be different, right?
Yeah. I mean, the amount of throw to get it into gear is different, but yeah, you get used to that really, really quickly.
Yeah.
You'll get used to that. That's like super easy to get used to. It's the hard stuff is like when you're coming up to an intersection, you're rounding the corner, or you pushed in the clutch down an exit ramp and you like determine what gear to go into to do what you want to do. That's like the stuff that takes more time to get used to.
Yeah. When I was at the track, I saw you guys like spinning your wheels, and that's like to get them hot. I asked somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But how did Matt break his car though? Like, he tried to shift too quickly?
No, he that's an automatic. So basically what he does is first you have to get your tires heated up. So there's usually a slab of concrete, and they spray it with water. Mm-hmm. So then the guy's like doing this, and you're driving up, and when your back tires get on the water, he'll usually pull you just barely through the water, and then you power brake the car. So your foot's on the brake, and then you like hit the gas. And generally when you see smoke, that's enough burnout.
Yeah.
So you just do a burnout, you see smoke, and then you just kind of roll out of there. Now the tires are so hot that like the water will just immediately evaporate. So the tires are not wet as you're driving up the line. And then you'll go up to the line and you stage. And with an auto, you hit your stage bulbs, and then you push on the brake pedal like life or death. Like you are pushing, your butt is not even touching the seat. You're pushing on the brakes so hard to hold the car still.
Yeah.
And then basically you just pedal into the throttle, and in his case, he'll leave the line with 20, 25, maybe borderline 30 psi of boost at a dead stop.
Yeah.
And then what happens as soon as the light goes green, he just lets off the brake pedal, and then it's just boom.
So there's just too much power for the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too much power for the drive line, which no big deal. Like I said, I mean, we'll put a better drive shaft in it, and then that will not break next time. And then he'll leave with wheels in the air, which will be, how cool will that be? Like,
you saw quite a few. You and I
saw
were
those,
watching.
I literally my jaw dropping. I was
that
like,
Mustang, it was like
It
pretty
went
much
like-
past the 8th mile track.
yeah, far. I was like, dude,
it was
that's
like
crazy.
the whole
'Cause
time.
You can't see anything when you're up that high, I feel like,
No.
in your car. So you're kind of just like on your own will if it's going to land in the right area you want it to go forward.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
it's all baby steps. Like those guys that leave with the wheels way in the air, I mean, their first wheelie probably wasn't that high.
You're right.
They had a vehicle that had just enough power to pull the front end. And then like they just made more and more power, left a little harder and harder to where they get used to where they probably just feel the car.
Right.
Or they're looking out the side window. I don't know what they're doing, but like I know it's been a dream of mine to own a vehicle that is a manual tranny that runs single digits. And I'm really
So
close to
close.
there.
Yeah.
So I
close.
just
You were so...
I'm
you were ready to
hoping
break
that
it.
I'm hoping wheels in the air and single digits all in one pass.
What would you do when that happens?
I mean, just grab the next gear, man. And then at the end,
Ride it out.
That was
Like,
so cool. Really
at the
cool
end,
answer.
run around the car screaming like a little kid. I don't know. Dude.
High
It's
fives,
gonna be a
chest
big
bumps,
deal.
who knows?
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
Hugs.
All
Yeah.
of that.
Maybe Matt Meekoff will give me a hug if I ever do that.
Matt Meekoff giving you a hug.
Matt Meekoff's my boy.
Might give you a pat on the back.
Matt Meekoff's my guy. I had another question. Why don't people race like at the track? Like everybody doesn't take off at the same time. Like, isn't that the whole point? I mean, I guess if you're running for best time for your car, then you kind of want him to take off first just in case, like, you take up, you know, the track. But, I mean, how often does someone actually go there and be like, yo, get in that lane, I'll be in this lane, we'll race?
You'll have your grudge matches. There's a special night just for grudge matches.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, everything's all about
about
timing. I would love to. So if anybody's out there that wants to, I would love to do it just for fun.
Come get these hands
Let's
from
go.
ZZP.
Let's go.
Whoa,
right?
that's a call out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All the Sonics.
All the Sonics.
All
There was
the
a Sonic
Sonics.
at the track on Saturday. It didn't run. But
If you guys
let's
want
go.
to take some L's, come see ZZP.
Like I'm ready for somebody to call me out. Like
Comment below.
like all of them. Like I'm ready.
Well,
I'm up here at the top by many tenths. I'm ready.
Someone give this guy a run for his money.
Yeah. You know,
He had
our
a small
competing
one.
vendors. Did we?
You had a small one.
Well, what's
Small
it,
one
boys?
versus who?
A small little competition Saturday.
That's not
Oh,
even
yeah.
competition.
Yeah, ZZP versus Tap Out
We
tuning.
freaking smoked them. What was it? 12 or whatever? 10 seconds? I don't even
Yeah,
know
I'm
times, but I
waiting.
know. You know what? You should put a number 2 on your bumper so people can know what place they're getting in. You know what I'm saying?
Drake.
Yep.
Sorry.
No,
There you
you're
go.
good. You're
Well,
good.
on that
was
note, we're
good.
gonna end
No,
this
that's good time. Let's not end it. Like I'm waiting. Like Scott and ZZP, we go way back.
Way back.
I'm waiting. Where are you?
Where are you? Oh, we need some competition here. It's starting not to
Yep.
get fun. It's lonely at the top sometimes.
Yeah, it's lonely at the top.
I mean, we don't know if people are going to get to the top, but I mean, a little like nudge might
They
be
could
cool.
try. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun trying. That's for sure.
It'll be fun to watch.
Like, get off of like your computer. Like, stop your typing bullshit and
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Like, come out. Come to the track. If you have to drive 3 hours, I'll drive 3 hours and meet you. Like, let's do it.
If it's
I'm
6
up
hours, we'll
for that
3 and
too.
3.
let's go. Yeah.
You bring your squad, we'll bring ours.
Yeah. Like, you know, street outlaw style. Let's do it.
Yep.
Oh God.
I mean, we've got 3 ATSVs in the install bay right now.
That would smoke
Like 3 of them.
everybody.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Easy money.
Yep.
Put your bread up. You know what I mean? Money where your mouth is. Let's put a stack on this. I don't have a stack to bet. Tim, you'll have to front the money. But I feel like this is a great idea.
Yeah. No, it really is, because everybody wants to sit behind their computer and say how good they are, how good their tune is. You know what? Like, I can throw out a bunch of bullshit on a computer too, but I actually get out there and drive every weekend.
Everybody
what are
comment
you
below if
doing?
you want to see this happen. We would love to do it. If this happens, I would do a podcast at the track during the day.
Live.
Yeah, and the thing is too is that what I'm doing is pretty affordable. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the mods on my car are very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Go fast,
it's-
not broke.
Like,
Yeah, that's why it's our slogan.
there is not $6,000 or $8,000 of fuel system upgrades on my car. Like, everybody that has an ETSV can afford the parts that are on my car right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's a full and you could literally come here and we could put all the same mods that are on my car and put my tune from my car on their car, and then they can go race their car. It's simple as that. Like, there are no secret mods in my car. My engine's never been a part. Like, it's
Seems to me like you're not the guy that shows up and keeps his hood closed. You're a hood
I
open
mean,
guy.
yeah, I
All of
have
us.
no secrets.
Yeah. And it's a
No
Sonic.
secrets.
Like, how it's not hard or expensive to mod a Sonic. Like, they're quick little cars, and if you do the right thing and you get the right tuner, you will have.
Are you talking
a
about one of the
fun
best tuners
Sonic.
in the world?
Turbo Tim?
ZZP's got a whole bunch of them.
Between you, Al,
And Miko.
and Meekoff.
Yeah,
Those are the
Best-
3
The
kings.
best.
yeah.
The best.
You know, I want to see someone better. You know what I mean? Well, I don't want to see someone better, but I want to see
I
someone
mean,
try.
I do.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Bring it on.
Because you know what's going to happen after that, right? We're
What?
going to be better than that.
Well, we just have such a high standard now that we're like, we're like up there, and someone's got to like test us. I know it won't happen, but
Yet we're still affordable.
affordable. That's the
That's
name
the
of the
thing.
game here.
Yeah.
If people want to be just as fast as Tim, let's do this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. I actually promote, like, I am more than happy with a customer, one of our customers, being faster than me. Like some people are like, oh, if you're gonna hold my car back, like, how is that a bad thing if a customer is running our parts
Right.
and is faster than me?
Yeah.
Like, bring
At
it
the end
on.
of the day,
Let's
people
do
have to
this.
remember that like you're a ZZP guy. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, as much as we want to race and stuff like that, we sell products here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like, selling products is what allows us to do this right here.
exactly, yeah.
Selling our products.
And if people are faster than us, that's only with our parts on. That's only going to want to make us make better parts so that we
Exactly.
can still be fast. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep.
So, well, I appreciate you guys coming on. That was a weird twist for the ending, but
It was great.
well, you already killed yours.
All right, let's go.
Well, I got one more swig.
All right. Good job, guys.
All right, we'll be back next week.